First of all, congratulations is in order. Ottawa will be entering League One next year. What's your reaction to the news?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I already knew about it, so it's fantastic. But no, it's a culmination of a lot of hard work and continuing the journey of building rugby league in Canada.
How did it all come about? Obviously, the success of Toronto, first of all. When did it all turn to Ottawa, and what was your thought process?
Yeah, so I set Toronto on the path to success. I started Toronto from scratch. I built it up from nothing. When very few people believed in it, I still pressed forward and I made it happen. And it was time to make a second club happen. And what I did was I just logically said, where was the best place to put a second club? And I have a lot of family ties in Ottawa. I actually took my first steps in the Ottawa area. The main thing is we were able to get a great partner, Ottawa Sports and Entertainment Group, to work with on this, so it was pretty much a no-brainer.
What's the reaction been back in Canada? Has there been a lot of local interest in the news?
Yeah, there's been a lot of local and national interest. I think the real explosion will be when we launch the brand and formally introduce the club into the public later on in the summer, and that's when you'll see a real big push. But yeah, people are excited. Rugby league is taking off in Canada in a serious way.
Is there going to be a local sort of feel to the team? I know there's been quite a spike in Canadian rugby players over the last few years.
Yeah, there has been. So I think you'll see more Canadian talent coming through, and especially over the years. But I will say to the people out there that it does take some time to develop high-level talent, and if rugby league was that easy of a sport that anybody could just pick it up and play professional, then it wouldn't be worth watching. So we'll do our best to bring in as much local talent as possible, and I think you'll be surprised with what Canada has to offer in that area.
What's the next 1 to 3 years look like? I presume obviously you have a plan in place. Do you expect sort of a meteoric rise like Toronto, or will it be a bit more steady?
Yeah, I think, I don't want to make too many predictions, but I think a steady rise up would be the prudent way forward to build a strong foundation and get it right from day one is sort of the goal. But obviously the goal is to win, and I really hope that we do. I'm not playing though, so because if we were playing, then we definitely wouldn't have a meteoric rise. If I was out there, bottom of League One, guarantee.
So you're taking the back seat?
I'm going to take a back seat. Yeah, I'm going to take a back seat on the plane. Yeah.
Well, so recently there was a record crowd for Toronto's return this season. A really good sign for Canadian Rugby League and a sign of how the Canadian people have taken to the sport. Yeah,
you can call that, the Bradford Bulls effect, maybe. But yeah, so crowds have just been, rising and rising since we started. There's an appetite for this in Canada. That's pretty clear to see, and almost 10,000 people to see Bradford and Toronto in championship just shows you also the potential of the competition and what the power of a brand like Bradford does when it goes abroad.
Seeing that support must have been one of the sort of motivating factors behind this decision to launch another Canadian Rugby League club. Like the Bradford support? The Canadian sports scene.
Of course. If nobody was showing up to the games, this wouldn't be happening. That's for sure. Yeah, it's a big thing.
And obviously the Summer Bash last weekend, there was quite a good support from the Toronto fans in Blackpool. You've seen all the fans sort of merge together. It looks a fantastic spectacle. I'm sure one you're hoping to be a part of as well. Yeah,
actually on the plane over, I saw a lot of fans coming from Toronto, so I knew that there would be a nice contingent there, and as usual, Toronto represents all over the world, so I had to do it at the Bash.
Right. Yeah. Thanks very much.
Nice.